Welcome to Paperweight Investigate. This is the place to feed your paperweight addiction, to learn about art glass. And today we're going to talk about valuing paperweights. How do we know how much they're worth? And then the other thing that we're going to talk about is a wonderful group that you can join called the Northern Paperweight Society. And it doesn't matter what country you're in, actually. If you're in the UK, you can come and see the events that they hold, and I'm going to tell you a bit more about that in a minute. But first, let's look at paperweights. So the first thing that you need to think about when you're valuing a paperweight is who made it. That's the first thing. You're going to see some things appearing on screen which are guidance. There are makers that are more rare, and also it depends on how many of each weight they made. So for example, we have two paperweights here that are Perthshire paperweights. One of them, this one, is a more common design. It's a concentric millefiori, and it has a P cane in the middle, which identifies it as being post 1978. It is not signed, but we know with the P cane that this is a Perthshire paperweight. This paperweight is also a Perthshire paperweight, but it is more valuable because it is more rare. This one is a more common one, and this one, I found it in my Perthshire paperweight book. Here, 1990, and it does in fact have a 1990 cane in the middle that you can just see there. Now this is a PP11 and is a limited edition, so it's who made it, but it's also how many did they make, and this is a limited edition, so it's worth more money. So before we go any further with the important things that you need to know about valuing paperweights, I want to tell you about the Northern Paperweight Society based in England in the UK. They have a Facebook group where people share paperweights, and it's amazing. People have a lot of knowledge, you can learn a lot there, and what I'm going to do is put on screen details for you and a link in the video description so that you can join the Facebook group and you can find out more about it. Now, the Northern Paperweight Society are also hosting an event on the 23rd of March 2024, which is a Saturday, and it's their spring meeting. They have regular meetings, spring, summer, autumn and winter, and other events happening. So you can find out about those by emailing the email address that I'm going to put on screen now, and or joining the Facebook group. So 23rd of March, it's in Cumbria in the UK, and you can get accommodation the night before as well. All of the details are available on the email address that I provided. And don't forget to mention that you heard about this on Paperweight Investigate. So we're going to talk now about the other important features of paperweights. So who made it, how many did they make, and also are there any identifying marks such as signatures, labels? These increase the value of the paperweight. For instance, I have here a couple of paperweights that are sort of crystal bohemian. This one, for example, it's lovely actually. Beautiful paperweight, opaque. This one has an original label saying who made it, and then it also has an etching on the bottom, which is Bohemian crystal, and then like a signature etched and a number. So this would increase this paperweight's value compared to other paperweights which don't have etching, like this one, for example. There's no signature, there's no label, and there's no etching, but I do believe that was probably made in the same place as that one. Similarly with this paperweight, there's no label, but there is a signature. And in the paperweight groups that I've mentioned, sometimes you can find out who made it and identify paperweights. look at my other videos too on this channel that help you identify paperweights. So this one also is embossed on the base with like a stamp, and that can identify a paperweight too. This one is an Alum Bay paperweight because it's got an AB stamp. Also, this one is a Wedgwood paperweight, so it's got the Wedgwood engraving on it, and it has an original label as well. So you can find values of paperweights by looking on the internet to give you a general idea. You could look on eBay on what's been sold before and how much they sold for, although that's not always the best way to find out. There are several websites online of paperweight dealers, so you can see how much dealers are selling paperweights for. But the paperweights that are lower value, often I will look on eBay or look at other selling sites just to see the general kind of area. But remember, one of the biggest factors for paperweight value is condition. So does it have scratches? Does it have any actual damage? A circular mark in the glass is called a bruise. Or does it have any chips in the glass? Does it have any significant marks? And that affects the value too, of course. The ones that are more perfect are more valuable. However, you've got to think as a conclusion to this that if a paperweight is very, very rare, it doesn't matter if it's damaged, because then it's more valuable purely because of its rarity. For instance, the antique paperweights made by Baccarat and Clichy are, and others, are valuable because of their rarity and because of the fact that they're so old. So those factors come into play as well with valuing paperweights. I hope you found this little summary helpful today. I'm not an expert, I'm an amateur, but I'm just giving you the information that might help you along your way in looking for paperweights. Please subscribe to Paperweight Investigate, please share this, and please don't forget to join the Facebook group for the Northern Paperweight Society, and also perhaps find out, if you're in the UK, find out how you can join in with us. Okay, take care till next time. Paperweight Investigate.